Discord has always been an odd player in the whole, argument as to rather, it's a platform or rather the site's a publisher, because we went through this age where, you know, sites like YouTube, like Facebook, like Twitter before it was X, and bought by Elon Musk, that they had the defense of being a platform, but they acted like a publisher. And what do I mean by this, right? As a platform, they just allow people to put stuff on there. They are, to an extent, like, uh, I guess because it's their platform, they have a bit of ownership of the content. So they apply basic rules, basic TOS that at the time everyone was like, yeah, sure. But then they act like a publisher, which means they will impose rules on the creator. And this is why a lot of YouTubers found that their videos were retroactively being demonetized. And it's because the action of YouTube being like, oh no, we need to be family friendly, but we allow naked yoga for some reason because it's educational, but we need to be family friendly. And this had a lot of videos in the past made by like PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, the greats of YouTube, just all of a suddenly being demonetized. And these rules stretched across other platforms. So it wasn't just YouTube. It was Facebook for a little bit. It was Discord. And it was Twitter before it was X. And a lot of these advertisers effectively formed a union which effectively stated that you will impose these rules or we're pulling out. And this was obviously due to the adpocalypse with the PewDiePie bridge situation. If you know, you know. Don't need to go into it. But Discord was interesting because it's mainly was just a means for people to get in contact with each other. But when like the sites hit this cross-platform censorship, Discord acted as if like if you had your own Discord server, right, of like say 1,000 people, right, you're probably getting so many messages. Right, then here in comes a Discord mod that's like, there's hate speech on your site, and you're like, okay, tell me where. They wouldn't show you where. They would just tell you it's hate speech on your Discord group. So because of this, they're like, oh no, we're putting the earnest on you to censor on our fucking behalf. And if Discord shuts down the group, everyone in that group loses their account, right? So they acted as if it was your job to effectively do their job for you. Because at first it was like, okay, if there is, just ban it. It's like, oh no, you need to ban it. Like, you need to do our job for us. And it left a lot of people just not wanting to fucking deal with it. So they had like some of the most like idiotic rules, and of course some people just got power hungry, and Discord obviously had a problem with grooming underage kids for a little bit. No idea how underage kids, like, can you even get like an account if you're underage on Discord? You shouldn't, because porn is allowed on Discord, right? And yeah, there's like all these settings you gotta go through to enable it, but the fact that exists means like you shouldn't be under the age of 18. Like, I'm not a purist that thinks, oh no, there should be porn nowhere on the internet, because it's the fucking internet. I'm trying to be realistic here. I'm not trying to, impose whatever woo woo ideology that no one actually thinks, but because you're part of an ideology, you have to say it. So there's under no circumstances should there ever be underage kids on Discord, but there was. And this was when this goofball, John Citron, was uh, the CEO, was when all this happened. Like, all these sites, with the slight exception of Facebook, caved in to the demands of the advertisers and started just censoring. And now the Discord founder is stepping down. And this leads to, like, I'm on Google, and this leads to a lot of discussion as to why or what's going to happen. Like, oh, Discord confirmed it's moving towards becoming a public company as it hires a former Blizzard, a former Activision executive as its new CEO. Like, this guy worked for Blizzard, and the thing coming from my mind is, if you've ever worked for Blizzard in the past 5 years, do you want that on your resume? Like, Blizzard used to have world renown. Blizzard used to have the interest of the gamer, the fan base. You fucking idiots. I ain't doing that. But then they did everything in their power specifically to shit on that idea, to shit on the consumer. You know, don't you remember the do you not have phone situation? And I ran a relatively decent defense to the whole do you not have phones situation. The guys on stage. I mean, if you're told by every constituent, by every marketing team, by everyone that this is what the consumer wants, no. And then the consumer's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is not what we want. Like, you'll be kind of shook. You'll be in an interesting situation, right? So I don't think that's something like. Why is it that people that was at the helm of failed companies are have golden parachutes to other companies that I guess I don't know what Discord situation. Like, I know Discord's going down, right? But we don't really know what the situation is with Discord. It's like why people fail companies just go to other companies, and we know that they go to other companies, other IPs, and they also fail, and then they go over to others. Like, what do these people think a job is, right? And yeah, maybe it's not your fault Blizzard failed, but I mean, come on, right? You're now the CEO of this company, and you came from a failed company. Like, what perception do you think people will have of you? I ain't even reading this. Like, I'm trying to find where, uh, after covering Citron's first success, Open Faint, during the early days of social gaming and the mobile gaming, he left to start a new multiplayer online battle arena mobile game. I was the first story in his campaign. I don't know what the fuck this is. Hammer and Chisel. His first game, Fate Forever. I don't know what all this is. 200 monthly active users who spend 2 billion hours playing games across thousands of titles. Yeah, I mean, again, Discord is just a means to connect with people online. I'm surprised. I'm wondering how a company like this, like Discord's effectively free unless you buy Nitro, right? How a company like that makes billions of dollars, and obviously it sells your fucking data. It's probably going to use AI in the Discord. Skanimi brings over 15 years of gaming industry experience to Discord. Most recently he was vice chairman at Activision Blizzard, managed a multi-billion-dollar portfolio including Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and Candy Crush. So, a relatively decent but dying genre, slowly. What used to be world renowned but has now shat the bed because they don't really know their consumers, and a mobile game. Thanks to Candy Crush, helped King grow operating income from 600 million to 1.3 billion on a shitty mobile game, and coming from a failed company. Or, well, I guess Blizzard's not dying, but no one cares for Blizzard. Even people who play Blizzard games don't really care for Blizzard themselves. They're more yearning for the old days. Like, people had to squeeze World of Warcraft Classic out of the cold, dead hands of Activision Blizzard. And this was after they tried to shut down one, like, server that had it. I did everything in their power to try to blast that. And then they're like, okay. And at first they were like, nobody wants that. And everyone's like, yeah, we kind of do. Because World of Warcraft just sort of entered this age of complexity where you can't really start playing the game because it throws so much at you, and you're a small fish in a relatively big pond with bigger fish, and that's not really fun. I think well, Discord was still headed for an IPO. Citron said no specific plans, but you can imagine hiring someone like Human is a step in that direction. So I think this is them talking about making the company public. Us partner Romani was on board early at Hammer and Chisel. Citron co-founded Discord with Stanislav Vishnevsky, CTO, Discord co-founder, Discord. No. Discord expanded beyond gaming during the pandemic. I mean, all sorts of social media companies did this, right? Pivot back to games, and it was been creating new ways to monetize players via ads and rewards. It's now pursuing opportunities beyond its core consumer subscription service, including advertising, microtransaction, providing social infrastructure to game developers. Well, why? I mean, microtransactions. I mean, people already. I don't know why you'd ever buy Nitro, I guess, for customizations, but. See, the goofball that's coming from Blizzard, which milks its players, is now in Discord. Is gonna fucking milk the people who use it. What the fuck, man? This monument and momentum in product development has been matched by Discord's financial performance with continued strength in revenue growth and positive adjusted EBITDA for the past 5 quarters. And the company said, building Discord over the last decade has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. From the very beginning, our mission has been about bringing people together around games. It's a mission I dedicated my career to, and I'm confident that passing the torch to Humam is the right evolution for Discord's future, Citron said in a statement. His deep gaming industry expertise and proven track record of scaling businesses while fostering genuine friendship through play and shared experience positions us perfectly for our next phase of growth. I believe this transaction will accelerate our momentum and unlock even greater possibilities for Discord, our consumers, partners, and overall gaming ecosystem in years ahead. I mean, again, coming from a dying company to Discord, I don't know. Will remain to be seen. But do they have motherfucking comments? And I ain't reading the rest of this shit. Y'all got motherfucking comments in this bitch? No? Oh well. But anyway, it's just very odd that that's happening. I believe they're probably going to go public. That's the first thing that came to mind when they hired this guy is they're going public. I wonder if Elon Musk is going to buy Discord. Who knows? But anyway, that's all I got to say about this. Peace.